What's going on, y'all? About to take a look at the amazing Dusty, the amazing Doofus. This weirdo. He wants to call himself the amazing Lucas, but if you ain't gonna clean your hat, like I'm sorry, out the gate, hat is dusty as hell. Watch. Wait till he pop up on the screen. But he's over here crying about the whole Carmelo and Anthony situation and saying a bunch of things that don't make any sense. Let's check it out, see what's going down. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you still subscribe. Press all when it comes to notifications. All right, let's get into it.
So I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Carmelo's going away. That's correct. Carmelo is getting locked up. Now, I don't know for how long, but one thing I do know for certain, Carmelo is getting locked up. He's going to prison. And to be honest with you, I don't think that's right. Okay. But the only people to blame in this scenario is his defense team. His defense team is possibly the worst group of attorneys that I've ever seen, especially on a trial such as this, okay, where the stakes are high. This team was borderline incompetent. And here's the thing. The reason why it makes it so painful to relate this is due to the fact that the facts and the evidence were on their side. Anyone, ask any attorney, they will tell you that that's not enough. It's never enough in court. The facts and the evidence may be on your side, but if you can't relay it to a jury in a compelling fashion, right, in a compelling narrative, then you're going to lose. It just is what it is. And when it comes to the prosecution, they had all the sizzle and no steak.
You need to be in jail for all that stuff that's on your hat. It looked like your hat is sizzling. Also, why would anyone want to take law advice from the non-amazing Lucas? That's like just what y'all want to do in y'all life? That's what you sitting there thinking about? You like, you know what? The guy that can't even wash his hat, who's obsessed with Candace Owens, obsessed with Black conservative perspective, that's the person I need to be taking legal advice. You shouldn't trust him if he gives you the answer to a math problem, let alone something involving the law. His bias is so extreme towards whatever's woke, and him thinking that he's like this, I guess you could say, Martin Luther King figure, which is super unrealistic, but he's going to be out here presenting himself as such, fighting for this so he could try to get some kind of name. It's all for clout and money too. Don't be fooled. I will say some of it is him losing his damn mind as well, but I digress.
To understand that this kid is going to go away, bro, for defending himself due to an incompetent defense team. And, you know, the reason I bring up this video is because, you know, the judge, they have agreed to include manslaughter in the charge, right? So they can choose to acquit him, they can choose manslaughter, or they can choose, you know, the hard end, right? That's what they can choose. And even in the closing argument, it's a testament to how incompetent, you know, Carmelo's defense team was. Because usually, right, in Texas, I looked this up, is that usually, and it was reported on this as well, is that, you know, the prosecution, the state, they get to have an opening closing and, you know, a closing, right? They get to go twice, okay, because the burden of proof is on them. This prosecution was so pompous. This prosecution was so arrogant, and in their understanding of the incompetence of Carmelo's defense, that they waived their right to go first. Damn. They waived their opening closing argument. I want you to think about that. Do you understand how slow, how incompetent, how like handicapped the defense has to be for the prosecution to be like, we don't even need to say anything. We'll respond to whatever they say. How about that? We don't even need an opening argument, okay? Let them go ahead.
Come on now, dog.
That is insane to me, bruh. That's insane to me. There has to be like a mistrial based off an incompetent, you know, representation.
What could anyone on Carmelo Anthony's side have said? I don't think they have a single argument, actually. Like, what? Unless it's going to be just a blatant lie, which is what the non-amazing Lucas loves to do. I told you guys, he is the Black Hassan Piker. He is out here. He's being nasty. He's using no logic. He got a group of like just strange people that believe everything he say is golden, and they just roll with it. Whoever will say their extreme woke talking points, man, they will cheer you on. Dr. Umar is his daddy. And I don't mean that as a sense as like, he was his actual father. Nah, that's just who he wants to be. Like he has daydreams about sitting on his lap like Santa Claus and saying, so what do you want me to spew today? What bull crap you want me to go out here and say? What agenda you need me to push? And that's when Dr. Umar gonna be like, I need more money for my school. That school ain't never gonna be built. I'll be highly surprised. I really doubt that school will ever be built. That they not building that damn school. They are not. Like, let's call a spade a spade. That school is never gonna exist.
It's wild, bro. It's wild because one of the factors that kept on being brought up was the knife. Bro, even in the defense's closing arguments, they try to say it was self-defense and that he was surrounded and yada, yada, yada. But none of that matters, right? None of that matters because you haven't explained why he brought the knife. So if you don't explain why he brought the knife, what does that allow the prosecution to do? The prosecution goes and paints a narrative, right? Prosecution, that is like the crux of everything. The knife, oh, why is a knife, right? And that's going to stick in the jury because the jury does not have a reasonable answer. We may have reasonable answers. Hell, I think there was one that was even foreshadowed that many people thought that was going to be presented was that, hey, he likes to go camping, right? They brought that up, if I'm not mistaken, in court. He likes to go camping. How could they not attach the knife to camping? That, hey, he brings a knife, he brings a knife all the time, right?
Are you serious? No, you joking. There's no way. There's no way. So he just had it on him because he just plans on randomly camping. He just run off into the woods and live like he Wolverine after he escaped the experiment. He just runs off. He out here just doing that. That's what that goes down with his life. Oh, that's crazy. You know how insane that is? Know how insane that is? That don't make no damn sense. Well, he goes camping, so what? I play basketball, so why is the basketball not in my hand at all times? What? I'm a martial artist. Why am I not doing katas like I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme out here 24/7? I can't even contain myself. That's crazy. There's people that have certain tools for their job that don't carry it all the time. It's either at their job or if they have to use it on a specific day, they will bring it with them. They not just walking around with it talking about I go camping, I bet you he can't start a fire. Show me him starting a fire right now. Yeah, we about to take him to Survivor. Start a fire right now with 2 rocks. I want to see you from scratch. Go straight caveman with it. Since you want to camp so much, you're like, you should put you on that show on Netflix. What's it called? I didn't watch the new season. Some survivalist show where they just drop a bunch of people off in the woods and film them trying to survive. Go do that. Let's see how nice you are. Shoot, you out here camping that much, like you Oliver Queen, you the Green Arrow now. Then hey, you should have no problem in jail. That should be a piece of cake. That should be the easiest thing in the world. Talking about he was surrounded. He was at a track meet and went to the opposing side's area. They were the what? Hey man, why y'all surrounding me? You just jumped in the middle of them, sat down like it was your spot. This is crazy.
Something. Give us something so the jury can explain that away in their heads, because they didn't do that. All right. And the closing argument was so weak that the prosecution just ate it up. It was something along the lines of you can't meet a shove with a stab, especially when you provoked it.
Damn.
So right there, bruh, right there, do we get in a sentence, he's trying to eliminate his right to self-defense because due to provocation. Provocation, you don't get to claim self-defense. Secondly, he's trying to also, right there, you can't meet a shove with the stab. Hey, his reaction was insane, was absolutely insane to a shove. You don't get to just shank someone because of a shove. Bro, right there, that nullifies the defense and everything they say. Why? Because they did not bring about why Carmelo his response was justified. If you're responding with lethal force, you have got to justify that lethal force in the eyes of a jury, bruh. You have to explain why no one was armed, you have a knife, and why that was justified to use that knife during this altercation. They failed to do that.
I don't think that he realizes, because he ain't that smart. I don't think he realizes, bro, you're debunking your point. You're destroying the defense of Carmelo Anthony. Like, there is no reason why he would be doing that, or there should be no reason. There's no excuse for everything you just said. Yeah, no, that's extreme. If I step on your shoe, I don't think it would be fair for you to pull out the pew pew or that thing and get to work. I think that's insane. What type of world are we living in? Is this the zombie apocalypse? Is Negan going to walk out with that bat and start going crazy because he think I looked at him? Like, what? That don't make no sense. I don't think anyone wants to live in that type of world. But Lucas, the way he acting and talking, he think he about that Negan life. You remember his boy is Homelander. Remember what happened to Homelander? Just, it's not good endings for his idols, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what happened to Negan at the end. I forgot. I stopped watching after a while. Anyway, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Also hit that hype button. And if you want to see a video with me talking about how Amazing Lucas went after Black conservative perspective recently, that was wild. Go and check out my last video that I had with Amazing Lucas. Go and check it out. Go and look, binge.